Good morning to everyone, wherever you are. So we're going to go through our shakeout this morning. So I can see that there's some people that have joined us this morning. So just before we start, just make sure you don't go within, stay in the range that feels comfortable for you. I'll keep reminding you of that as we go through the practice. And the idea is just simply to have fun. Just enjoy moving the body in a way that is relaxing, freeing, and try not to hold too much tension. This is a great way to wake up the energy system. It's a great way to wake up your spirit. So let's get started. Okay. So come into a comfortable standing position. Take your feet wide. And then before we start, just check in. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe close the eyes. Notice what you've arrived with this morning. Some of you may have just literally rolled out of bed. Notice how your mind is feeling. Notice how the body is feeling. And then we're going to get started. So maybe setting an intention for the day. This is a really nice way to start the day. So maybe just having a think, what would you like to bring into this day? Maybe it's a little more lightness, it's a bit more joy, it's a bit more presence, a bit more gratitude. So maybe creating a short sentence of that little intention so that you can return to it during the day. Repeat it 3 times. And then take a breath in through the nostrils. Slow breath out through the mouth in a sigh. And again, take a breath in. And a breath out. And inhale, lift the arms up. Press the heels of the hands up towards the ceiling or wherever you are. Open your eyes wide. Spread your fingers. Tune into your breath. If this feels difficult on the shoulders, you can bring your arms out to the sides. Otherwise, bring the arms all the way up. Reach up. Keep the eyes wide open. Keep breathing into the abdomen or the upper abdomen diaphragmatic area. Tune in. Then as you exhale, you're going to turn your hands out, bring them down, and we do Spider-Man hands. So you push out through the heels of the hands. Really spread the fingers. At the same time, open the eyes wide. So we're drawing energy from inside out. We're really releasing through the eyes, through the fingers, through the nerves. Take a breath in through the nostrils. Slow breath out through the mouth and make a bit of noise. Ah. And again, take a breath in. Ah. Reach a little bit, push out through the hands, keep pushing, feeling, opening out. Rotate through the arms, rotate, keep pressing right out into the fingers, and then slowly relax the arms down. Just tune in. And then from here, just starting to warm up with the joints. So you're just going to start to circle through the wrists. So this is known, this sequence of the joint loosening is used in Qigong, but it's also known as Jatis in yoga. And it's translated as soap and water for the joints. So what you're imagining is we wash every day. Maybe not so much while we've been in lockdown, but turn the other way. This is like washing through the body. It's like loosening up through the joints, releasing any stagnancy in the joints and the tissues. Great. And then we're going to come into the elbows. So we start to circle around through the elbows. So we spend a lot of time tuning in ourselves. So this is that. We're getting into the body, we're releasing stagnant energy, we're moving the body. Sometimes doing a yoga practice, a strong yoga practice, first thing in the morning can be a bit intense. This is a lovely way to wake up the system. So I have a little rock on this morning, both ways. And then we're going to come into arm swings. So just do both arms together. You can step one foot in front of the other. And you can start slow, small, just go small. Keep the shoulders within a range that feels comfortable to you, so you can start to warm up the shoulder joints. So the intention is to have heavy arms. You don't want to hold too much tension in the arms. If it helps to take a breath out as you drop the arms, you can inhale. So we just release through the arms. You maybe go a little bit higher, see how that feels, if there's more movement. And then we're going to go opposites. So we're going to go one way, one way, one way. And you can swap the feet over this time. And then what I want you to do, start small. So we start small, see how your shoulders are with this. And then we can go a little bit bigger. So I'm doing a little bounce in the knees. You can change the legs over. Little bounce in the knees to assist the momentum of that swing. Relax the hands, relax the jaw, relax the eyes. And then for those of you who want to take it a little stage further, we can bring the arms up, clap, 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 and bring the feet together for this. Clap, clap. Open up the energy channels in the hands. So notice I'm twisting through the torso. Opening out and then bringing yourself back down to the center and then bending at the legs. So bending at the legs, let the bottom move out towards the back. Don't tuck under, don't be like this. Try and keep the spine straight. Gaze down towards the floor. You don't need to look at the screen for this. You're just swinging the arms. Every now and again, release a lovely deep out breath through the mouth. So again, release any stagnancy in that throat. And then come back up. Great. And then just come to standing. Good. Tune in. Maybe you're noticing now that the body's starting to wake up. Your energy's starting to lift. Okay, just go work on the neck a little. So what we're going to do, turn your head to one side, drop the chin down towards the chest, and then take it to the opposite shoulder. And then as you go over the top of the circle, open the mouth. Then slowly down. As you go over the top of the circle, mouth open. And then one last time, and then the mouth closed. And feel the difference. Then we go 3 times the opposite way. So to the left, up, open the mouth first as you go over. Close it as you come down. Open the mouth as you go over. Close it on the way down. And then this time, mouth closed. And then all the way down. Great, then come back to the center and just work a little bit in the shoulders. So you're going to lift one shoulder up, then the other shoulder up. You're going to lift up and down, up and down. So try and keep a regular rhythm of breath here. Throughout the whole of this practice, keep breathing. Every now and again, allow the breath to come out through the mouth, but never breathe in through the mouth. Never breathe in through the mouth as we're doing this. And now we're going to increase that. So what you're going to do is as you lift one shoulder up, lift the opposite hip up. Okay, and then you're going to go down, lift. So we start to open out through the side body, the shoulder blades. So what I want you to really emphasize is lifting the shoulder up. Just keep working with that, just for the next few rounds. So we start to work into the rib cage, and then you come back to the center, bend the knees slightly, and then what we're going to do, push down with the hands, and then you're going to inhale, rotate the arms all the way back, lift the chest, look up. And as you exhale, make a bird's beak with the hands. You're going to exhale, bring it all the way around and look down towards the floor on your exhale. The inhale, open the eyes wide, open, look up towards the ceiling. If your neck is okay with that, then exhale, bird's beak, bring it back in. Inhale, rotate, lift up, look up, exhale, bring it back in. Great. Come back to the center, release the arms, and then from here, circle through the hips. So keep the legs straight and just rotate around. So find any areas, work gently through stiff areas, keep the breath moving, and then we're going to go the opposite way. So and now let your body get a little bit more relaxed. Let the arms be a little bit floppy. And then you can get a little bit more, as Raj calls this is like drunken Tai Chi, where the weight of your body's really heavy if you completely relax. So just let yourself move around, get into those areas that feel a little stiff and just gently move them. Every now and again, release through an out breath through the mouth. Oh, keep your eyes wide open so that you release any stagnancy through the head, out through the eyes. And then come up and then do hula hooping. So get into the hips and the other way. Get into the other way. So there's no wrong way to do this. It's just waking the body up. Being kind to the body, letting it wake up slowly. Okay, and then from here, hips. So we're going to swing the leg around and back. 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 So you can go as slow or as quick as you want, but just feel through the body. Keep your eyes wide open. Let your arms be floppy, your hands be floppy. So, we spend a lot of time doing exercise which is kind of quite rigid, so we want to be a little bit more flowing. Don't be stuck to linear movements. Let your body move how it feels it wants to. And then just walk through the knees a little, bending and straightening the knees, just to warm up the knees. Then standing on one leg, bring the leg up and then slowly circle around. You can hold on to the wall if you need to, or a chair, go the opposite way. Woo! Embrace the wobbliness. And then come back to the other side. So we rotate around, other way. And then come back to the center. Step onto the other leg and we circle around the ankle. So circling one way, then circle the other way. Point, flex, point, flex. Then you're going to inhale, lift up your hands, so flex your wrists, lift the foot. You're going to inhale and then we're going to go. So you're going to inhale this time, close the fists, close the toes, squeeze your face, and then on your exhale you're going to and then release that leg. Give it a shake through the hip. Right. Then come to the other side. So we circle. Good. And then circle the other way. Point and flex, point and flex. And then we're going to open out the hands and the feet and the toes. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Then this time, close the fists, close the toes, close the eyes, take a breath in, and then open up wide. Great, and then just give yourself a little wiggle through the foot, and another little wiggle through the foot. And then we're going to come into shaking, firm favourite of mine. So start with one wrist. So this is one of the best ways to kind of start to awaken the lymphatic flow. Like I've said this a couple of times, for those of you who've been coming and doing these sessions in the morning, it's a pump system, so we're trying to stimulate that flow. There's a lot of dis-ease that has been related to stagnant lymph. So we want to keep that flowing. Come up through the elbow, come up through the upper arm. I want to shake out my biceps and my triceps up into the shoulder. Keep breathing through the nose, not through the mouth. You can release and exhale through the mouth, but don't breathe in and out through the mouth. We want to get that nitric oxide in the nose to all its healing properties down into the lungs. So especially with all this COVID, we want our lungs to be as healthy as possible. So release down. And to keep that health in our system and for our immune system, we want to stay relaxed. So it's a great way to release tension in nerves, but also in the body. And then go to the other side. And then release through the hands, through the forearm. Wiggle that upper arm. Get those, shake off the muscle away from the bone. That's what you want to look at. And through the shoulder, come through both shoulders. Just jump up and down lightly with the shoulders. Whoa, and then we're going to just shake the shoulders. Just notice how my wrists are still really relaxed. So we're just going from one side to the other. Release and let that come through the rib cage. Oh, relax your eyes and your jaw. Take a breath in. Oh. So make as much noise as you want on that exhale. Oh. And then come into the hips. Give the shake really fast into the hips. Release all the way through. Intention is to get as much wobble as possible. And then just do a little dance with one foot. You can actually just tap it. You tap on the ball of the foot, tap on the heel, and feel that vibration all the way up into the hip, into the leg, into the opposite supporting leg. Keep your hands relaxed, keep your shoulders relaxed. Go to the other side. So we talk about lots of energy channels. You can call them the nadis in yoga, or meridian lines, and they say that there's a lot of endings in the hands and in the soles of the feet. So tapping the feet and the hands, clapping the hands, is a great way to wake up the system. Then come back to the center, and then we're just going to bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. So from the side it looks like this, and then what you're going to do is just bend and straighten. So what I want you to explore is just relaxing. Let your upper body and your head just move through after the hips are moving from one side to the other. I've got a bit of that didn't make sense at all. So just let your body move with your knees bending. Relax through the eyes, but keep them open. Don't close them, keep them open. So we like in this, they're snaking up the spine, and then we're going to start to speed it up a bit. Speed it up a bit. And then see if you can go as fast as you can, all the way through, so you get a vibration all the way, as you can hear, right up into my voice, into my ears. I don't know if you can feel it. I love this because it vibrates in the ears. So relax through the arm. Take a breath in. Relax through the face. And again, take a breath in. And then come back. One more little wiggle. Really go for it. And then my lovely teacher Bose does this. Imagine a cold bucket of water being thrown over the top of your head. So we take a breath in, and then and then see how that feels. And then again, taking a breath in, one more bucket of water. And then come to standing. Ooh, great. Okay, so then we're going to do a little bit of breath work, Bhastrika. So how we work with this, you're going to inhale into the chest. We're going to do it 6 times. So it does this. It's an even inhalation to an even exhalation, both through the nostrils. So we're going to do that 6 times. So bend the knees slightly, take a breath in together, take a breath out together, and then 6 Bhastrikas. And then tune into your breath. Let your breath regulate. And then we're going to do some stimulation for those of you who haven't joined before. These are the movements we're going to do. We're going to lift the arms up, we're going to bring it down and tap the top of the chest. We're going to do this 3 times. I did it 5 times on Monday, but I'm going to do it 3. And then we're going to go to this, and we're going to go 3 times like this. Then we're going to do 3 times like this. And then we're just hitting the bottom of the rib cage with a soft fist. Don't go too vigorously. And we're all going to do that on one big paused breath out. So we're going to take a breath in, a breath out, pause the breath, do the movements, 3, and then we're going to take a big breath in. Yeah? Okay, so here we go. Take a breath in together. Take a breath out together. Pause the breath. Pause the breath. Exhale. Bounce out the heels. So tap the heels on the floor, let your body relax. So if it finds difficult to pause the breath, just take a breath in. Don't pause the breath so that you feel tension in your face and your jaw. You want to stay relaxed. Okay. We're going to do that whole, so 6 Bhastrikars and then the arm movements. And this is all great for stimulating the lymphatic flow around the armpits and the chest. Okay, come to standing. 6 Bhastrikars. Here we go. Take a breath in together. A breath out. Pause the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Come to circling wrist. This is another really wonderful lymphatic flow stimulator. So we're going to inhale, circle the wrist, keep the elbows straight. At the top, open up, pause the breath. And as you exhale, exhale through the mouth, like circle the opposite way with the wrists. Check it out. And when you exhale, sense that you're sending energy out through the arms. So you're stimulating all of this area where the lymph nodes are. Okay, here we go. Inhale. Pause. Keep the eyes wide open. And exhale. Shake it out. One more time. Here we go. Pause. Reach, open out the fingers. Exhale. And then shake it out. Bounce on the heels. Just bounce, bounce, bounce. Get the heels really bounding on the floor so we stimulate those energy points. Okay, so now we're going to work with, and this is one of my favorite ones at the moment with I've adapted it from Yantra Yoga. Great one, again, to stimulate that lymphatic flow, wake up the system. We're going to do it on a paused breath at the end of an inhalation. For those of you who haven't done this with me before, we go inhale. We pause the breath here. Clap, hand, rub the hand, place them over the eyes, then we run down the sides of the body, up the inner edges, down the sides of the knees, all on a paused breath. At the end of your paused breath, when you need to take an out breath, you go, ha! So that intention of ha, send it out. Really let that breath come from inside. Okay, so here we go. We're going to inhale. Pause the breath. Then shake it out. Relax through the body. Keep the eyes wide open. Keep smiling. Makes a difference if you do this with a smile. There's that lovely TED talk, fake it till you make it. So that sense, let yourself smile when you do this. So when you do this, make sure you bend the knees. Don't do it with straight legs so that you're supporting the back. Okay, here we go. Come to settle. And again, inhale. Pause the breath. Rub it down. and then shake it out. Just tune in, notice how you feel. Give yourself a little wiggle. Just keep moving, keep moving. There's no wrong way to move. You're shaking, sense that you're shaking out the night's sleep. We're moving as, I can't remember, is it Gil Hedley? Dr. Gil Hedley talks about fascial fuzz, the fuzz that builds up in between your fascia when we sleep. So we're releasing all of that so that the body can open up and the energy can flow. Okay, and one more time, we're going to do that delightful open up, clap and down. So here we go, last one. Inhale. Clap, pause the breath. Ha! And then shake it out. Okay, just give yourself one last little shake. One last little, yeah? So we're going to take a breath in. One last bucket of water, here we go. And then just stamp around. Stamp your feet. Stamp your feet. Just really work through it. It sounds really echoing here. So just stamp, 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 stamp the feet. Woo! And then come to standing. Come to standing, tune in. Notice how you're feeling. So for this, keep your eyes wide open. Soft fist. Tap down the inside of one arm. Go up the bicep, over the top of the shoulder, down the back of the shoulder, down the arm, and then underneath the arm. So tap around the arm. This is again where there's a lot of lymph nodes. So tap around, down the side of the rib cage. Then come to the other side. Same thing up the inside, down the outside. Lift up the arm, under the arm, lymph nodes. Whoa, relax those jaws, keep the eyes soft. Keep a regular breath down the side of the rib cage. Great, then come along, tap through the abdomen, bottom of the rib cage, chest, underneath the clavicles. And then just tap the back of the neck with the fingers, tap the back of the neck. Come into right the occipital ridge, right under the base of the skull. Keep the eyes wide open and not with so much tension that you're frowning, but that the eyes are really alert. And then come over the back of the head, come over the top of the head, tap through the head, keep those eyes open. Keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. Keep this moving. So we're trying to move the fascia at the top of the head. Give yourself a little pull, so you move the scalp by getting hold of your head and moving it. Move the fascia in the head and the forehead. For those of you who frown a lot, that's me, frowning. Then tap through the top of the head. Tap through the top of the head and around the eyes, lightly around the eyes. Keep the eyes wide open. Across the tops of the cheeks, through the jaw. And then just do a little feather-like brush down the front of the throat. Clear out any stagnancy. Then just through the back of the neck. And then just through the back of the ears. Just brush down from the back of the ears. Great, then come back into tapping. So we're going to do a Tarzan. You're going to inhale, and then we're going to do a yeah? Okay, here we go. Inhale. Then come down to the sternum. So for men, you can have a better kind of contact here. We have to go fingers, ladies. So just inside the breast, just on the sternum, we're going to do the same thing with an R. So you're going to inhale. Good. Then come onto the rib cage. Try and really breathe deep down into the diaphragm. So we're going to do it one more time. Inhale. And then come back onto the belly. Great. Come to the back. You can flick up, try and get around the area of the kidneys. Go gently, go gently, go gently through the base of the sacrum. Get into the bottom. And then down the outside edges of the legs, all the way down. Don't miss anything. Go all the way down. Bend your knees deeply to do this. Over the tops of the feet, up the inside edges of your legs. All the way up. over the hips, down the back, over the hamstrings. Don't hit the backs of the knees, jump over that, get into the calves, Achilles tendon, then come over the tops of the feet again, up the shins, over the knees, fronts of the thighs, come up to the center, and then wash it up, brush it down. Brush it down, brush it down. Keep brushing it down, brushing it down, brushing it down, all the way through the chest, down the sides, down the legs, down the legs, down the legs, down the legs, then off the head, over the face, down through the sides of the neck, through the back, and then a favourite of mine, flick it down, flick it down, flick it down, flick it down, flick it down the chest, flick it down the chest, down the sides of the body, down the sides of the body, and then out through the back, out through the back. And then gently come to standing, take a breath in, close the eyes. First time, tune into the breath. Settle your energy, settle your energy. So start to bring attention to the feet. Feel the feet in contact with the ground. Steady your breath, so allow the breath to sink down. Relax the eyes, relax the jaw, and turn your attention to your internal landscape. Just notice, how are you feeling? How does the body feel? How does the mind feel? And then coming through our closing, so we do it slightly different today. So we're going to inhale, we lift the arms up, keep the eyes wide open as you inhale, bring the hands to the center, and as you exhale, sink your energy, sink your attention down into the feet. Then we inhale, lift up the central channel, eyes wide open, and then as you exhale, slowly sink your attention down into the feet. And then we inhale, come up and wide. Exhale, sink it down. I've got a bit of a nosebleed, that's why I'm sniffing. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, slowly lower it down. One more time, inhale, lift up. And exhale, sink. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower it down. And then come to steady yourself. Keep your attention down in your feet. Close the eyes. Draw your attention deeply inwards. Reconnect with your intention of the day. Place your left hand over your heart with your right hand just over the top. Bow the head. And then allow a smile to come across your lips. And then just repeating the words 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.